It's wild how a whole week can build up to one night. Homecoming week had the whole school buzzing. Felt like everybody had something to say about the game, about me, about what might be next. I couldn't even walk through the halls without hearing it. Deuce going D1? Y'all seen his last highlight reel? Bama locked in, Clemson too. That kind of talk used to fuel me, but this time, it felt different. More eyes, more pressure, more weight on every move. I'm used to performing under lights, but this light, this one hit different. It wasn't just scouts in the stands. It was people from my past, family that don't always show, friends who only pop out for big games. Even in warm-ups, I felt it, the buzz, the noise, and somewhere in all that energy I started wondering, am I still locked in? I kept telling myself, block it out, play your game. But that's easier said than done when your name's being whispered in every row and the moment starts feeling bigger than the ball. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to prove something, not just to them, but to myself, that I still had it, that I could rise in the moment instead of drowning in it. But in that chase to prove, I started thinking too much. When I'm at my best, I don't think, I react, I trust my instincts. One cut gone, eyes up, read the backer, bounce it outside, 6. That's the rhythm I live in, but homecoming, man, it pulled me off beat. I wasn't partying, I wasn't caught up in the hype, but the distraction don't always come from what's outside. Sometimes it's what's creeping inside. The expectations, the pressure to be perfect, the pressure to live up to everything they say you are. And still, when that kickoff came, I was ready. At least I thought I was. This was the kind of night where one play could change your whole recruiting board. Every drive was filmed. Every rep was judgment. Navy was watching. Kansas State had me circled with a 3X Tate boost. Bama, Clemson, Purdue, they were all waiting to see if I could separate. So yeah, homecoming was loud, but I had to be louder in my own head. That was the mindset walking out for the first drive. I ain't thinking about none of the noise, just me, the line, the backfield, and that green light in front of me. Time to eat. First drive of the game. Coach called zone strong. I already knew what time it was. Ball in my hands, left hash. I peek over to the sideline and see the recruiter boards lit. Kansas State, Alabama, Navy, Clemson, all boosting tape tonight. No room to jog through anything. This was the moment to let them know I'm not fazed. Snap hits. My eyes go to the backer and he bites inside. I trusted, cut back. One move, gone. 7 yards, maybe 8. Crowd reacts, but I'm not even hearing it. I'm too dialed. Next play, same energy. Coach don't switch up when the train's moving. They try to overload the box. I read it pre-snap and flip it to stretch right, timing hits. Lineman seals the edge. I plant burst up field, got 2 hands on the rock, run through the safety. That one felt personal. First down, momentum, box check. I don't even look at the scoreboard. I look up at the Tate score, vault 300. Second level drive, complete, green across the board. That's when I exhaled just a little. Felt like I was back in my skin again. Like the pressure that had been squeezing my chest all week finally eased off. I didn't need a crowd chant, didn't need a sideline dap. I just needed to know I still had control over the moment, over the game, over my rhythm. They saw the highlights, but this run, this sequence, it was deeper than the stats. It was quiet proof that when the lights come on, I still show up. Yet, I could feel something in the back of my mind still trying to creep in. Like part of me wasn't fully settled. Not yet. That voice started whispering again. One good drive don't make a night. You got more eyes waiting. They were right. This was just the first course. Next up, Playmaker drive. And I had to flip it on the fly. Second drive rolls in, and it's different. Coach ain't dialing up home run plays anymore. This one's about discipline, the dirty work. I hear him on the sideline. Let's see who's really locked in when they don't get to be the star. So boom, first snap, I'm not the read. It's a fake zone left, QB keeps it and rolls out. My job, sell the block. hit the edge, seal the backer, not glamorous, not highlight worthy. But I do it, and I do it right. Next play, it's a bubble screen, not to me. I'm the decoy. Motion across the formation, shift the safety, drag a corner. I don't even touch the ball. But when I turn and see our slot receiver pick up 12, I know that was me. That's what this drive turned into, a test of presence. Could I still impact the game when I wasn't focused? And honestly, yeah, because real playmakers don't need the ball every time. It's hard to start wondering, do they notice this work? You blocking your heart out and nobody in the stands is clapping for it. No stat on the huddle, no highlight clip for IG. Still, I keep going. Third down, coach throws me a bone. Toss right, but it's slow developing. I hit the sideline, but there's no daylight. I lower my shoulder and get us 3, short of the chains, but not short on the grid. Drive-ins with pump, no fireworks. But in my heart, I know I did what needed to be done. About 300 game tape, objective, playmaker complete. As I jog off, I catch her in the stands. Not cheering, not jumping, just watching, like she sees every move, like she understands. That look hit different, like maybe the one person who really matters noticed even the smallest detail. That's when I remembered what she said after that early morning ride. You ain't gotta be a star every snap, just don't disappear. And I didn't. I showed up in the little things, that's where games are won. But I also knew the second half was where pressure truly built. Because next up were the drives that would test the part of me I hide. Breaking tackles, staying composed under chaos, that's when you find out who's really built for the spotlight. Who just looked good in pre-game picks. I knew the edge was open. I saw it. Knew what play I needed. I had the lane. I had the look. Something was just off. We rolled into the outside the tackles moment, and I couldn't string together 10 yards. Gave me 10 chances. My cuts felt tight, like my cleats were stuck to the turf. My vision clouded. Even when the play was designed to spring open, I bounced too late or got swallowed up early. I failed both objectives. 0 yards, no score. Instead, it didn't come from the defenders. It came from the silence that followed. I told myself I'd bounce back in the next moment. Ice veins. I've always prided myself on being a clutch runner. Fourth quarter, high pressure, crowd loud. That's when I lock in. But the moment came and slipped through my hands, literally. We needed a field goal range drive. I fumbled the read, missed the cutback, and the ball popped loose. Turnover. Game tape score drop. Crew was watching, probably shaking their heads. I just stood there staring at the scoreboard like it held an answer. Maybe I overthought it. Maybe I lost the rhythm after homecoming. The suit, the walkout, the noise. I felt fly off the field, but now I'm grounded in the worst way. This was supposed to be the statement game. And instead, I'm walking off the field asking myself if I let the moment get too loud. Despite the stumble late in the game, the Tate don't lie. Middle Tennessee, Charlotte, Missouri State, Louisiana, Toledo. That's 5 official offers. They all see the full picture. Next week, I gotta narrow it down to my top 3. Let me know in the comments who you roll with. And if you're rocking with the journey, like, sub, and stay tapped in. This is just one chapter. The story's far from finished.